I'm saying? Him is like, baby, right now, nigga, you ain't gotta look for me. Kicking my shit, just coolin', bout to smoke another cool. Kicking my feet up, young nigga cheat up, probably rollin' with your cool. Now all these folk got something to say about where I be and where I go. I heard nigga was looking for me, pussy nigga, here I go. Good morning, good morning. It's your boy Sam's in the bag. I hope everybody having a good morning on their way to work. We about to get it popping, man. It's the morning show. What's happening with your folks? It's your boy Samson, the bad guy. You know the vibes, you know the energy, you know what it is, man. We here. Shout out to my sponsors, man. This local locker room is D-Max. You know what it is. You can find us on Facebook. Right now, we should be live in the local locker room network as well as Play Action TV. If you don't know who I am, then you don't be on Facebook because I stay on that bitch. It's your boy Samson, the bad guy, man. Good morning. What's happening with y'all? I'm going to send out a couple tags, and I'm going to try to get a couple people to come in here. And while I do that, we're going to talk about a little bit. I was going to talk about the football situation, high school football situation with the grades and the academics, but I'm going to save that for my football show this afternoon or possibly tomorrow. Today, we're going to talk about youth football because that's what it is in this area right now. We're talking youth football, and guess what dropped? Yes, sir. The rankings dropped. The Atlantic Associated Press dropped the rankings this morning. Shout out to my man EF. Shout out to my man Roland Morrell. Shout out to my man Matt. Shout out to MAGA. Shout out to all of the platforms, man. Shout out to all of the media that's out here making things happen, man. Check it out. Again, I do my thing through an app, so I don't got to see y'all comments because I'm not going back and forth with y'all folks, man. I'm not going back and forth with y'all folks. I don't do the whole negativity thing. Yeah, I talk my shit. I get things started, whatever the case may be. But I really don't do the whole negativity thing. You understand what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So I try not to read too many of the comments because I'm not going back and forth with y'all. I'm here to give information. This is what I do. Y'all see what it is. I take this shit serious for real. All right. And I show love to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But while I share this around, make sure everybody's on here rocking and rolling this morning, man. If you driving, put your headsets in. I don't want nobody crashing. If you at work, put your headsets in. I don't want nobody getting fired. Everybody got bills. You feel me? So while I tap into what I get ready to go on to get these tags going to make sure everybody is in here before we get really, really started, I'm going to holler at my boy, D-Max, Darlis Jones. If you looking for any uniforms, accessories, whatever the case may be, holler at your boy. I'll get you right. I'll get you connected with this guy right here. My man, Darlis Jones, D-Max, baby.
Yeah, yeah. D to the M to the AXX. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, D to the M to the AXX. D-Max, D-Max. That's how I ball. D-Max, D-Max. Better than y'all. D-Max, D-Max. Like my style. D-Max, D-Max. Driving you wild. D-Max, D-Max. That's how I ball. D-Max, D-Max. Better than y'all. D-Max, D-Max. Like my style. D-Max, D-Max. Driving you wild. Who to blame, who to blame? That's what the opposing team is saying when I step in the game. They see I got too much swag in my veins. And every time I move, all they see is that I leave behind flames.
Hey football family, it's Shamika Waters with eXp Realty, your licensed Virginia realtor. And when I'm not at the football field with my boys, I'm out helping families buy, sell, and rent homes. So if you're in need of a licensed real estate agent in Fredericksburg, Virginia, Culpeper, Locust Grove, Orange, Madison, Northern Virginia, or any of the surrounding areas, feel free to contact me, Shamika Waters, eXp Realty, 540-848-1299. Thank you.
We back. Let me turn the motherfucking mic on. We back. We back at it. Listen, check it out, man. There's a couple topics I want to tap into. I know we're in the youth program. We're in the youth football group, so I'm not going to talk about the high school thing. I'm just going to talk about the youth football this morning, yo. It's jumping again. It's back. We're into about week 2, week 3. The rankings have been dropping. I think this is our second set of rankings. I want to say Gen Next just dropped their second set of rankings. So the rankings is back. People say that the rankings don't matter. Cut the shit. We all know that the fucking rankings matter. You feel me? I don't cuss as much as the rest, but I do cuss some, so no disrespect. I don't want nobody to feel no type of way. But we all say that the rankings don't matter. Let's cut the shit. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep it a bang. You feel me? The rankings do matter. The only ones that the rankings don't matter to is the people that say that they not winning. Let's just say it's the people that's not winning. Those are the only people that the rankings don't matter to, or those that's not winning. Let's keep it real. People that are winning, they want to be recognized. They want to be known. They want people to know that they didn't put in the time and the effort. So the rankings do matter. Let's cut the shit about saying the rankings don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? The rankings definitely matter. Everybody wants to be in the rankings. When you're not in the rankings, you're mad that you're not in the rankings. Some of y'all, when you're in the rankings, you're still mad because you're not at the top of the rankings. Listen, folks, there's only one way to fix that. Win. And if you winning, keep winning. But the problem is you can't be out here winning and beating bad teams, bro. You can't play teams that ain't scored on nobody, not just you, but nobody, and then expect yourself to be ranked. You can't be sitting on the porch and only playing with the dogs that come in your yard, but you don't never leave the yard to go play no dogs. You can't be complaining about the rankings, period. Also, folks, if you're not even good enough to be on the rankings, stop talking about the rankings. Just keeping it 100. If you're not even good enough to be on the rankings, then don't even talk about the rankings, because that's not even a conversation that you need to be having if we're keeping it a bang. And again, this is not the EF type of show. That's Big Bro. That's the guy who do it better than EF. Absolutely no. EF brought us all together so that we can do these rankings in our area and give our kids, some real rankings, some unbiased rankings. And let me make this clear. Our rankings, you know what I'm saying? I heard the diss track. It is what it is. But our rankings, you understand? I can sit here and I can vouch. And anybody that knows me knows I'm very unbiased. Very unbiased. I got a Warriors tattoo. I got a Jags hat. don't get it twisted, I got a Warriors tattoo because I'm a Warrior for life. But anybody that knows me knows I'm very unbiased. Hell, I ain't hung it up yet. But I got my nephew's PME fucking jersey that I'm going to hang up somewhere in here. I'm very unbiased, bro. I got a PME hat. So let me make it clear about these rankings, man. In these rankings, in this group, for these rankings, shit ain't sweet. It's not one person saying, it's not one person saying, this is my top 5 in this age group, and then everybody else saying, yeah, okay, cool, bet. Nah, bro, nah. First of all, you got me in there. So I'm going to argue about everything. I'm going to argue about everything. You got to tell me why they the best team, because I'm going to argue about everything. Same thing with Matt. Matt going to debate. Matt going to voice his opinion. Same thing with Rel. Just met the other 2 guys. Can't remember their name. I suck with fucking names. But anyway. And the same thing with EF. Y'all know how he give it up. Y'all know how he get down, man. Y'all know how he get down. Oh, and shout out to my man, Rusty Noel, True Talent Sports. I appreciate the hoodie, Jack. Dope hoodie. Make sure y'all tap into that. But so when we get in these groups and we starting to talk and we conversating about the rankings, bro, there's no favoritism. I promise you, there's no favoritism. Like, guys is really talking. Guys is really conversating. Like, guys is really, like, debating who is really top 5, like who is outside. And it's not just about your win-loss record. So let's get that clear. Rankings to me and probably a couple other people, I keep looking down so I can make sure I, see people coming in. Good morning, everybody coming in. Rankings is more than just your win-loss record, folks. Rankings, I'm going to say it again. Rankings should be based more than just on your wins and your losses. Because I can go out here and play a bunch of nobodies and have 100 wins. You feel me? But then, and actually, I can use this guy as an example. A lot of people know him. I can use Cody as an example, right? Because I know Cody not gonna take it personal. You feel me? Folks will be quick to talk about Cody's 4 losses, but do you look at the 4 losses or 3 losses or whatever it is? I could be wrong, but I think it's 3 or 4. But whatever. If you look at Cody's losses, they're against teams that's in the top 5 or top 10, or like his losses are against teams that are in the rankings. You understand what I'm saying? His losses are to teams that's in the rankings. I can go out here and play 4 teams, 5 teams that ain't shit and have 4 wins, 4 blowouts. Does that mean that I should be on the rankings over Cody? Hell no. Because if I got on the field with Cody, I'd probably get ass whipped. If I had a team that's only beating teams, not saying you're going to out-coach me, Cody. Don't get it twisted. But if I had a team that could only beat bad teams, there's no way I can put my team on the field with Cody's team, who's in dogfights and good matches with good teams. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm sure if we put Cody's team on the field with a bunch of bad teams, Cody's going to go undefeated too. All right? So the rankings is more than just your wins and your losses. It's who your wins and losses is to. You understand what I'm saying? And that goes into the next thing. You know, everybody always asks what the criteria is. I'm going to give you my criteria, my personal criteria. I can't speak for the other guys in the room. You understand what I'm saying? Why they voice their opinion. But I do know that when the opinions are voiced, it's not just a, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, cool. Nah, it's like 5 or 6 of us sitting down from different areas. It's not a bunch of guys from one area. It's 5 or 6 of us sitting down from different areas. And we're really giving our opinion. Like, I know one age group, we talked about the one age group for damn near 35 minutes. I'm going to keep it a bad with you. You know what I'm saying? So, and to finish back what I was saying, my criteria, I get sidetracked sometimes. I'm ADHD, bipolar, the whole 9 yards. But to go back to what I was saying, it's not just about your wins and losses. All right. It's about who you play. So basically strength of schedule, I guess you could call it. You understand what I'm saying? And then also, are you going to play the best teams, or are you just sitting back taking whoever will play you? Like, are you getting off the porch? Like, are you coming outside? You understand what I'm saying? Now, certain age groups, we know that they're not going to travel as much. We dig that. I dig that. I'm not going to say we because, again, I don't speak for another man. But I dig that. I get it. 6, 7, you're not really going to go to this state, that state. Some of y'all do. Salute to you. Big ups to you. But I dig that. It's a little harder. But you still got to be out here playing, you know. In my opinion, the ducking. And I dig some of y'all say, oh, what's ducking? Ain't no such thing as ducking, blase, blah, whoop-de-whoop, and all that good. Man, cut that shit out. There's such thing as ducking. There is a such thing as ducking, period. Hold on one second, because I know I'm missing some of y'all's comments. Hey, Rambo, get me one, bro. Get me one. You know I'll rock it. I don't do no hating. I'm just seeing y'all comments, so my bad, folks. I'm just seeing y'all comments. But back to what I was saying, ducking. Ducking exists. Let's stop saying ducking don't exist, because ducking exists. We're not going to sit here and say that it don't exist. I can keep seeing people, and what I find funny, and I'm going to speak on that as well, 2010, I'm old. Some of y'all been doing it way longer than me. Some of y'all been doing it shorter than me. But 2010, when niggas was going D2 and niggas was saying, oh, I'm not good enough to play this team, or I'm not going to play that team, everybody called it ducking. If you went D2, you was ducking. If a team called you out and you didn't play, you was ducking. But now all of a sudden, we in this new era. All of a sudden, we want to talk about why. See, now this is when I get a little more excited, get a little more amped up. We want to talk about why youth sports is so soft now. We want to talk about why the kids don't want to compete now. Everybody's in change. I remember when I got this D2 trophy right here from Florida in 2015. My man, we went 2014 as well, D2. Everybody was laughing and joking and it's D2 this and this D2 that. Don't that shit don't count. But I see a lot of y'all same dudes is now running the D2. You're now running the D2. Why is that okay? I need answers. Why is that okay now? Why is it now okay to go D2? But back then, if you went D2, you was trash. And let me clarify something on that real quick. A lot of y'all think that going D2 is the easy road until you get down into Florida and you realize that a couple of these other regions and a couple of these other states from the West and the Midwest and down South, they not sending no D2s. They not sending no teams with losing records. Whoever makes it to the championship, if you win, you go D1. If you lose, you go D2. So those of you that think going D2 is going to save your ass, it's not. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you a lot of money because you're going to go to Florida and you're still going to get your ass whipped. All right, so let's clear that up as well. So now back to the ducking, and I'm gonna let y'all know I'm gonna look down at some of y'all comments to see who's in here, but I'm not gonna read them all. I'm not gonna speak on them all because I'm not gonna go back and forth because I'm not gonna be on here all morning because I got some shit to do. Probably be on here for about an hour, maybe 2. It's the morning show, baby, local locker room. But anyway, back to the ducking. Ducking does exist. Period. I don't care if you think you can beat a team. I don't care if you know you can beat a team. I don't care what you think. If a team calls you out, and this is my opinion, and I don't care where they play. So to all you goofy motherfuckers that's talking about, oh, he's just trying to make Rashad Black. Yeah, I say names. I'm the Tupac of this shit. I say names. You did? Rashad Black. To those of you out there that think, oh, he just putting the card together. There he go. Rashad Black. For those of you who think that, oh, they just trying to put these matchups together and put a card together to make money. I don't put cards together. You can call Dinkins and ask him. I help put matchups together because I want to see good football. I don't put these cards together. I don't call the venue. I don't get the feel. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. I don't put cards together. I want to see good football. A lot of you niggas is good with seeing bad football. I don't want to see bad football. I don't. If I wanted to see bad football, I wouldn't come to the field on Saturdays and Sundays. I'd stay at home and put the high school app on and watch some of these trash-ass high school games that's going on around here. I don't want to see bad football. Or I would go to one of these rec leagues and watch bad football. I would go watch my man Derek out in the Apple Valley League beating teams 60-0 in the first half if I wanted to see bad football. I don't want to see bad football. I don't. I want to see good football. I don't want to go to the field every Saturday, and I know some Saturdays it's going to happen, but I'm not fitting to go to the field every Saturday. And most of you niggas is charging now because you got to use the high school football fields. Okay? Everybody's trying to go to turf now, so you don't have to worry about your games getting canceled. So with that being said, everybody's charging now. I seen a couple of y'all talking that shit. Oh, why are you charging at a regular season game? Because the turf fields cost $180, $200 an hour. That's why. Half of you parents can't even pay registration, and the orgs got to help you pay the registration. So why are you complaining about paying $5? Let's stop the bullshit. But anyway, I don't want to see bad football. I don't. I want to see good football. And let's keep it real. A lot of these conferences during the regular season, it's a bunch of bad football. You look in Vafa right now. No knock to Ken. I rock with Ken. I like Ken. Ken's my guy. Ken's been helpful for me. Me and Ken talk all the time. But the schedule this year was a little chopped up. It was a little messed up. You got top 3 in Vafa. We're going to talk Vafa right now. You got the top 3 in Vafa, and some of them don't play each other. So why would I want to go every week and watch Vafa games? You feel what I'm saying? It's no different than the Central. It's no different than Alex's conference, Hollywood's conference out in Richmond. Yes, there's good games, but there's also trash games. I don't want to go watch trash games. Call it what you want. What up, Diggy? My guy? I don't want to go watch trash games. Right, Mikey, or I can stay home and watch the Cowboys and the NFC East play. I don't want to watch trash games. I want to watch good games. So in my personal opinion, you know, the Sunday cards and the setting up the games on the side, I like that. And I appreciate you guys that do that. Shout out to Alan Rambo. Shout out to Dinkins. Joe Blunt said he's about to start doing some stuff. Shout out to TJ. Shout out to Royal. I like that stuff, bro, because at the end of the day, it guarantees that we're going to see some decent games or what should be decent games. And I get it. Dino made a comment and said not all of these parents want to spend their whole weekend at the field. Not all of them are in love with the sport like we are. That's what rec ball is for. When you sign up, it says travel football. Not local travel, not sometimes travel. Travel football. So at the end of the day, when you sign up for travel football, you know what comes with it. You know what comes with it. You know what comes with it. So the whole, travel football and all of that, all of that BS, they don't want to be at the field. Oh, stop, bro. Go to rec ball, then you only play on Saturday. You ain't got to worry about it. Not to mention, Sundays ain't for all of y'all. Sundays ain't for everybody. I see a lot of y'all, I want to get on the card. I want to get on the card. I want to get on the card. Understand, if you're too good, it's going to be hard to get on the card. But we'll try to find somebody to play you. If you're no good, you're not going to get on the card. Because ain't nobody going to want to waste their time playing you. I'm going to keep it real. Y'all know my rule. 21-0, pass the sticks. Period. 21-0, I'm ending the live. What do we keep watching it for? What do we keep watching for? If the game somehow flips and gets better, I'll hit the button and come back live. But I'm not sitting there recording you or walking up and down the field and chasing them little kids who running fast as hell, and I wear slides. I don't like wearing shoes. 21-0. I got the end of the live. It's over. Pass the sticks. All right. The coach is not telling them the real about travel. Well, they better fix it. Coaches better start telling them. Coaches better start telling them. Because if not, you're going to get left behind. And if you ain't out here playing, then all of a sudden you left off the rankings, you're in your feelings about that. So coaches better start telling the truth. It's travel football. We want to see good football. We don't want to see trash football. We don't want to see trash football. Plain and simple. All right? Next topic. Feelings. Man, y'all niggas is sensitive, bro. Like, I'm emotional. I get mad quick. I had to check that because I told Robbie F I was sensitive. I'm not sensitive. Nothing really bothers me like talking about. But when it does bother me, I get mad quick. I get mad. I get extremely mad, dog. I get mad quick. And nothing worse. There's nothing worse than a grown-ass man that can't handle somebody telling them the truth. I can't stand that. Listen, we got to stop with the whole, it's okay to praise me when I'm doing good, but you better not say nothing to me when I'm losing. A lot of y'all will walk around like King Kong off of one win, beating your chest. But as soon as you take a loss, can't nobody say nothing to you. Miss me with that shit. Miss me with that shit. The same way that we praise you coaches when you make good coaches call, when your team out here kicking somebody's ass, is the same way we gonna talk that shit when you losing. Because guess what? You gonna talk that shit when you winning. You gonna talk cash shit. You gonna want to bet money. You gonna be on the lives. You gonna be begging for niggas to go live. You gonna be hitting the DMs when you're going live, when the rank is dropping. Oh, this, that, and the third. You want to wear the crown and be big shit. But then as soon as you take a loss, you disappear and you quiet in the church mouse. You can't be found. You can't be found. And as soon as somebody says something about you, you're in your feelings. As soon as somebody say you made a bad coaching call, yeah, oh, it's easy to coach from over here, or you think you know everything, or why you ain't coach, man, come on, man. Y'all niggas is way too sensitive. And it ain't an old head thing, it ain't a new coach thing, it ain't a youngin' thing, it ain't nothing. Nah, dog. It's sensitive niggas, period. You just too sensitive. This is a competitive sport, but it's also an opinionated sport. Let's be real, even with the rankings, and I'm involved with rankings. I'm in multiple groups that do rankings, but it's still opinionated. It's opinionated. Football is an opinionated sport, period. People's uniforms. It's an opinion as to whether who likes them and who don't. The best running back in each age group is an opinion. We don't keep true stats, so you can't have a fact. It's an opinion, unless they're so far ahead of the rest of the kids in their age group. Then that's when you can say, this is the number one. But who's to say who's 2, 3, 4, 5? It's an opinion. Yes, there's certain age groups that we can go to and say, all right, in this age group, this kid is that. In this age group is that kid. In this age group is that kid. In this age group is that kid. But you can pick the number one pretty easy in most age groups. But who's number 2, number 3, number 4 is opinionated, bro. It's opinionated. Whose team is better than who? It's opinionated, bro. Because we don't keep stats. The only stats we truly keep is the wins and losses. And a lot of y'all will base your rankings and all of that. This is a ranking show, so we're going to talk a lot about rankings. A lot of y'all will base your rankings off of wins and just wins and losses. But I'm a guy that looks at the whole picture. I don't just look at the helmet. I look at what the helmet is sitting on. You understand? I don't just look at the local locker room picture. I look at the fact that it's on a TV. So I look at the whole thing. So just because you out here beating teams up 40-0, 50-0, who are you playing? Or why haven't you played such and such? I seen such and such call you out on Facebook, but you won't play them. But then I seen such and such call you out in another group and you'll play them. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. A lot of y'all out here picking and choosing. All right. So don't get mad at the media guys. And I'm media to the full extent of the word. And anybody that knows me knows that. I'm media to the full extent of the word. Wednesday to Sunday, I'm at somebody's football field from middle school, high school, little league. Wednesday to Sunday, I'm at somebody's field. Monday and Tuesday, Don't believe me? I can show you the DMs. I always keep receipts because some of you niggas be capping. Big cap. Some of you niggas be capping. You'll say one thing and then go back and say something else to somebody else. So I talk to a lot of you niggas through text for a reason. Because a lot of you niggas be capping. But we really do this same thing with EF, same thing with Rails, same thing with Matt. Hell, Matt coaches youth, high school, family, and you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, dog, a lot of us do take this media shit real, and some of you coaches got it twisted because a lot of y'all think that we just media and we just talking. You see it. I done this shit. I done coached this game. Coached against a lot of good coaches. Won some, lost some. So I'm not just talking when I talk. I know what I see and I see what I see. You don't like what I say based off what I see? Fix it. That's all you got to do. Fix it. Fix it. Don't get mad. Don't get sensitive. Fix it. And if you're getting out here and you're getting your ass whipped, you can't get mad at me anyway because I ain't at your practice. EF ain't at your practice. Matt ain't at your practice. Rail ain't at your practice. Be mad at the ones at your practice that's doing the things that's allowing you to get that ass whipped. That's who you be mad at. That's who you be mad at. Be mad at your coaching staff. Be mad at yourself. But you mad at the media who ain't at none of your practices. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because let's keep it real about the rankings and the media shit. If it wasn't from the media and it wasn't from these rankings, some of you teams would never get no spotlight. Some of your teams would never get there. And I'm not going to say exposure. I mean, it is, but that's a whole different topic. But some of your teams wouldn't even get seen. They wouldn't know who you are. They really wouldn't. You know, not to bring up some old shit. Like the UIFL jump. We know, and I'm going to tell you right now, y'all can talk all the shit you want about Paul Rodriguez's team, but a lot of y'all won't line up against him. A lot of y'all will sit and whisper. A lot of y'all will do that, but won't none of y'all line up in front of him. Them people begging for games every week. Every week. A lot of y'all won't line up in front of them, but you'll whisper about it. But again, the team that they played, the show, everybody seems to think that it was a big upset, but it was a good game with two good teams because the show from Staten Island, my man Jay's people up in New York, I did an event with them. It's a good team. But because they don't have a strong media presence down here that speaks on them, nobody down here knew who they was. So think about it. If nobody down here knew who they was, think about how many teams, how many good teams, how many talented teams, how many top-level teams we got in the DMV that other areas don't know about because we didn't have the media here in the past. It was just EF. It was just EF. I remember watching them 7 years ago. It was just EF. So y'all should be happy instead of hating. Oh, Damon Davis. Instead of hating, my bad. Instead of hating the media or being mad at the media, y'all niggas really should be happy that we here, bro. Y'all really should be happy that we here. No bullshit, real talk. Y'all really should be happy that we here because every other level of football in our area, middle school, high school, college, whatever, every other area of football has a media presence and these kids get seen. High school kids got Twitter. It's different recruiters, different sports groups all over Twitter that showcase these high school kids. Lady Broadcaster, the queen of youth football is what I used to call her in this media world. She has even moved on to just want to do high school because of the BS that comes with youth. So stop running the media off because a lot of y'all are going to hate it if we're not here. I'm going to keep it a band with you. Think about how many family members on your teams that can't make the games that be looking for them lives while you knocking and you hating. Think about that. So rather than hating on us and disagreeing with everything that we say or thinking that we hating on y'all, which makes absolutely no sense to me, why are we going to hate on the team? I don't have a son. I was blessed with two daughters. So why am I going to hate on a team that I don't have nothing to do with? That sound goofy. Like, I don't think some of y'all realize the dumb shit that come out your mouth. Because that sound goofy as hell to tell a grown man that he's hating on your team when he has no ties to your team or anybody you play. Come on, man. We got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. At the end of the day, the media needs the game needs the media, period. So let's figure out a way to kind of coexist. Y'all kicking guys. Dino got kicked off the field. Listen, understand something. Real talk. And then we're going to get into the rankings. Real talk. Understand something. All right? Trying to stop us from going live at your game when you got 50 parents on your sideline, all have a cell phone. You got 50 parents on the other sideline, all have a cell phone. Somebody going live. So trying to stop the media from going live because you don't want nobody to see your film. You don't want nobody to see your game plan. That is just so old-fashioned and unrealistic. Every other level of football, they trade game film. So I'm confused. I'm extremely confused how that makes sense. You're hurting your kids. You're only hurting your kids because while everybody else's kid is getting seen and everybody else's kid is getting recognized for their abilities, your kids don't nobody know who you are. But then guess what? It's going to be your coach that's going to complain when he's not. I ain't on the rankings. That's bias. That's bullshit. Cut it out, man. Stop doing that shit, bro. Especially the ones that do it for free. Especially the ones that do it for free. You got somebody out there showing love to you for free and helping your kids be seen. You got to get it right, man. No, Rashad Black, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, sir. I got your application. I keep telling you that. You want a job so bad. I'm going to get you right. I got a job for you. Waste management. Trash. All right? So, listen. Again, like, can we stop the BS, man? We kind of need to work together. We need each other, bro. Like, cut the bullshit out. We're not here to hurt your kids. We're not here to hurt your game, hurt your team, or none of that. We're just here to put that light on y'all, man. We're here to spread the information. You feel me? And a lot of y'all think that we just sit back and we just make up shit. No, our DMs jump. Our DMs jump. There's a bunch of you coaches that I've seen, and all I get was a head nod about a year ago. But now them same coaches that I just got a head nod from, now I get daps from. Now I get calls from. Now I get DMs from. So let's stop the bullshit, man. We're not just out here making shit up. We're not out here hating on nobody. We ain't got no stake in this shit. We out here doing a job. We media. We take it serious. You see we take it serious. If we didn't, we wouldn't waste our time to do the shit that we do. Period. Some of us see our worth and some of us pay us. A lot of y'all say, oh, you don't never be at my field. Hey, man, listen. Gas money, my time, my efforts, my energy. Like, and some of them see the value in it, so they pay us. You feel me? But if you got somebody out there doing it for free, man, don't treat them bad, man. Don't treat them bad. They're trying to help your program grow. Now, let's get back to the rankings. Now that I got all that shit out the way and got that off my chest. Let's get back to the rankings. Understand something. 6U, tough division. We all know that. We seen it. We seen the games, bro. We seen the games. We seen the Heat and 757 go at it 3 times in 7 days. I watched Glenn Lee and the East End Tigers go at it. And that game wasn't even supposed to happen. They threw it together, went on the side field, and got it in. Shout out to Cousins for allowing that to go down. You understand? So that division is real, real tough. 7U, same way. It's a tough division, but we know the 3 teams are sitting on top. We're not going to act like we don't. We know what it is. 8U, another one. Listen, the state of football is back. Yes, there's some ugly around it, but the state of competition and good teams within the DMV area and some of these age groups is back to where it used to be, where you don't know who's going to win the championship. The only thing that I do wish is a lot of these teams was in the same conference. Not conference, but the same league. You know, we got some in UYFL, some in AYF. UYFL is really starting to expand in Virginia. It's really starting to expand in Virginia. Quill, I talked to Quill, well, not talked to him, but Quill put a comment. We was in conversation on a post, and he said UYFL ain't that strong out in the D.C. Maryland area yet. It's becoming very strong in Virginia. I want to say most of PME's program is UYFL. I know Warriors 13U is going to UYFL this year. So it's we know that it's down in the 757 pretty tough. Jeff got a whole conference now in Northern Virginia, UYFL. So UYFL is really starting to expand in Virginia. So now your top teams are separated. We got scattered few that goes to YNC, but it's normally UYFL and AYF. You know, AYF still holds a grip on Virginia, but UYFL is slowly starting to cut that thing in half and slowly starting to divide that. So I would like to see a lot of these teams, you know, in the same league, but because they're not in the same league, that's where those Sunday cards come into play. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to want to start, and I'm going to say it. Rashad can call me whatever he wants, but I'm going to say it. Listen to me. These top fives, y'all going to have to start playing each other, bro. Sooner or later. If one is UYFL, one is AYF, side note, you conferences out here that's stopping teams from playing, you goofy as shit. No disrespect. But if you stopping your teams from playing on a Sunday, not a Saturday, they're not canceling their league games. They're holding their obligation to the league. They're playing their league games. But if you're stopping a team from playing on their day off, on a Sunday, on a bye week, because the other team that they're going to play is in a different league, you're only hurting the kids. You're stopping the kids from playing, bro. You're stopping the kids from playing. And to me, that's never going to be cool. That's never going to be cool. That's never going to be cool. You think that you're doing something, that makes you feel good or helps you stick your chest out or I got the power to stop this shit. That's not cool, bro. You stopping kids from playing. And if I'm not mistaken, if you're on the board and you got that type of power, the phrase is, we're doing it for the kids, right? So if we're doing it for the kids, why are you stopping kids from playing? Because you at the top of the totem pole over here, and this idiot at the top of the totem pole over here can't get along. So now you're going to stop the kids down here from playing football. That's weak and that's whack as hell, bro. Let's stop doing that, man. Stop doing it. I understand, you know, at the end of the day, because Dino, I don't mean it in a disrespectful manner, but is that not goofy? Is that not some goofy shit? Because two adults can't get along, they stop the kids from playing. You talking 20 kids on one team, that's 40 kids that can't play football because two grown men can't come and meet. Come on, bro. Come on. If you don't think that's goofy, something ain't right. Real shit. Because that makes no sense to me. 40 kids can't, and I'm a numbers guy. And I don't think a lot of people look into it that far. But 40 kids can't play football, a sport they love, a sport that keeps them out of trouble, a sport that keeps them doing something productive, keeps them active. 40 kids now can't play football. And is going to do Lord knows what else on that day, that weekend, that they didn't have a game. 40 kids can't play football because two adults at the top can't get along. Make that make sense to me. Again, if they have a game that day, if they have a league game that day, I dig it. Don't cancel your league game to play somebody else you want to play. That's disrespectful to your league. But if they don't have a league game that day, they have a bye, or if it's on a Sunday, where most leagues don't even play on Sundays, and it's on a showcase card, what does it matter what the team that they're playing, what league they come from? That makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. And we can't no longer say, oh, Craig said it or Joe said it. No, because they both come on Facebook, made posts, been on live streams. They've both openly said that they do not stop the conferences in AYF from playing other conferences. So those are the conferences doing it. Stop doing that shit, man. All right, back to the rankings. All right. How long you going to be on? I'm going to drop the rankings in a second. All right, back to the rankings. So again, listen, these rankings, man, I'm about to drop the video. I'm about to drop the rankings. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody can see what's popping, see what's going on. And then I'll be back tonight with a different show, talking high school football in my area and getting a little more in depth with the matchups that I want to see in youth football. I know everybody's at work. I know everybody got work to do. This is what I do for a living. So I'm lucky. But anyway, here you go, man. Check it out. These are your rankings. These are your Associated Press rankings. Second ones that we dropped. I think a lot are going to agree. Some might disagree. But here you go. Have at it. It's your boy, Samson the Bad Guy. And we're back. It's another episode of the Atlantic Youth Associated Press EFPN Youth Power Rankings. Powered by Mega, rolling with Rail. local locker room network, Seal, Virginia, and none other than Play Action TV. We're starting at the 6U Top 5. Coming in at number 5 is the GLEN Lions out of Richmond, Virginia. At number 4, East End Tigers, also rocking the 804. At number 3, Playmaker Elite Bears out of Woodbridge, Virginia. At number 2, 757 WOLFPACK holding it down for the beach. And at number 1, the Maryland Heat. Moving on to the 7U Top 5. Coming in at number 5, Tidewater Trojans. Got the 757 jumper. At number 4, 804's own GLEN Lions. At number 3, holding it down for the bridge, PME Bears. At number 2, it's the Maryland Heat. And kicking in at number 1, none other than Quill himself and the Maryland Elite. 8U Top 5. Starting off with number 5, PME Bears, Take Flight Boys. At number 4 is GLEN Lions. It's the lead, fool. At number 3 is the Virginia Beach Hurricanes. At number 2, that West Beemore Up Next Ravens. At number 1, the national champ, LAUREL Stallions. 9U Top 5. Starting off with Virginia JAGS out of the 540. At number 4, WATKINS HORNETS. At number 3, it's the Beast End Tigers. At number 2, Virginia Elite Tigers. And holding down that number 1 and 9U two-time preseason champ, PME Bears. 10U Top 5. Coming in at number 5, UYFL defending champs, the Virginia Bulls. At number 4, the upsetters 703 United. At number 3, it's the Maryland Heat. At number 2, Commonwealth Elite Warriors. And holding it down at number 1 is the Columbian Knights out of the Carolinas. Moving on to that 11U Top 5. Coming in at number 5 is 757's own Virginia Beach Hurricanes. At number 4, it's them Longhorns from the DMV. At number 3, PME Bears. At number 2, the Assassins, Virginia Assassins. And at number 1, none other than the Avengers, City Life Raptors. 12U Top 5. Atlantic Associated Press. Number 5, GLEN Lions. At number 4, it's the PME Bears. At number 3, 757 COLTS. Number 2, 757 WOLFPACK. And at number 1, it's the Maryland Heat. 13U Top 5. Coming in at number 5, City Life Raptors. Goon Squad. Number 4, DMV Knights. And number 3, Warriors Own Bully Boys. Number 2, CVA Canes. Number 1, them Hamilton Tigers. And last but not least, the big boys at 14U's Top 5. Holding down number 5 is the Virginia Eagles. At number 4 out of them Carolinas is the elite DARKHORSE. At number 3 we go back to the 757 with the COLTS. At number 2, none other than the Maryland Heat. And at number 1 holding down the 14U, multiple time champs, Maryland Seahawks. So there you have it, man. You see it. It's the rankings. Oh yeah, y'all thought we was gonna come out here and just drop some boring shit. Hey, y'all know me better than that, man. Listen, like my man EF said, when it comes to the live streams, who do it better than EF? Absolutely nobody. But when it comes to this audio video shit, I'm that guy. You thought we was going to bring you something plain and simple? No, sir. And that's how it's going to rock all year from here on out. When we drop them rankings, baby, we're going to give you a show. Y'all give us a show every Saturday and Sunday when you putting in that work. So we're going to make sure we put in the time and effort to give you that same energy back, man. And again, if you feel some type of way about the rankings, there's only one thing you can do, bro. Win. And if you already win some more. But make sure you're winning against some actual competition. Understand something. If you in that 1 through 5, I'm going to start being at your neck. Pause. But I'm going to start coming at you because I need to start seeing some of them 1s through 5s play each other so those things can circle around. Because we already know in certain divisions, 1 through 5 ain't really going to change unless they play each other. And for those of you that want to know why we only doing 1 through 5, because 6 through 10 doesn't matter. Take it how you want to take it. But let's keep it real. If we was doing a tournament of the top 10, if we did a tournament with the top 10 in it, 10 play 1, who gonna win? 2 play 9, who gonna win? So let's be real about it, man. Top 5 is really all you need. Top 10, top 15, for what? If you're on the outside looking in, just win. Bars. It's your boy Samson, the bad guy. Again, shout out to my sponsor. I am a rep now, so I gotta say my partner. Shout out to Dollars D-Max. Shout out to the real estate, Miss Shamika. Make sure y'all tap in. It's your boy Samson, the bad guy. Don't forget, go check out Local Locker Room Network. The Local Locker Room live group is where we put all live feeds. That's it. Nothing but live games. So if you're looking for a game, you can't find it, tap in right there. Or tap in to play action. You already know how we give it up, man. Again, shout out to everybody that tapped in this morning. I appreciate you taking time out of work to tap in and get that information. Share, follow, share. Show some love, because we do. It's your boy Samson, the bad guy. And I'm going to let y'all leave with my boy Dollars.
Yeah, D to the M to the AXX. Yeah. Whoa, D to the M to the AXX. D-Max, that's how I ball. D-Max, better than y'all. D-Max, like my style. D-Max, driving you wild. D-Max, that's how I ball. D-Max, better than y'all. D-Max, like my style. D-Max, driving you wild. Who to blame? That's what the opposing team is saying when I step in the game. They see I got too much swag in my veins. And every time I move, all they see is that I leave behind.
Hey football family, it's Shamika Waters with eXp Realty, your licensed Virginia realtor. And when I'm not at the football field with my boys, I'm out helping families buy, sell, and rent homes. So if you're in need of a licensed real estate agent in Fredericksburg, Virginia, Culpeper, Locust Grove, Orange, Madison, Northern Virginia, or any of the surrounding areas, feel free to contact me, Shamika Waters, eXp Realty, 540-848-1299.